are a resilient people. We are Nigeria. And when we talk, we share our views on Talk Radio 93.7, Citizen FM. A people united will never be defeated.
As Nigeria prepares for the general elections holding from 25th February 2023, broadcasters are enjoined to make ethical reportage their watchword. All political programs shall observe the provisions of the Nigeria Broadcasting Code and other extant laws relating to broadcasting. All broadcasting stations must adhere to the principles of pluralism and ensure equitable airtime to all political parties or views. All political programs shall adhere to the general principles of legality, decency, and truthfulness. For the avoidance of doubt, the broadcast of a political campaign, jingle, announcement, or any other form of partisan party identification or symbol ends not later than 24 hours before polling day. Hate speech is prohibited. Be professional. NBC, your right to quality broadcasting. Announcer.
We teach girls shame. Close your legs, cover yourself. We make them feel as though by being born female, they're already guilty of something.
So I think right now we have the chance to be heard, and that's why we're doing it. We're all doing it because we're asking to try and elicit change.
No woman should sit down and allow a man to speak about her reproductive rights.
But it is about opening spaces for other women and not to be seen as token, and that because I'm a woman, I'm only speaking about women at the table. No, I'm speaking about side of the table that is empty and that women have to be there. So
I want us to leave this world better than we found it. And how I choose to affect change is by speaking up, by being the first, and by being the dominant.
Over 4 billion of the world's population are girls and women, also faced with challenges that affect our world and contributing solutions to them. Let's have conversations and get some answers to them through their eyes and voices. Tune in to Perspectives, where we discuss important issues ranging from climate change, politics, health, the economy, and lifestyle on Citizen FM 93.7 Abuja. Weekdays from midday. Perspectives. Conversations that matter.
If we just decide in our hearts that we want to believe in Nigeria and we want to take steps every day to make this country a better place.
This is our dream, and a new Nigeria is that dream that we so much seek and desire.
The destiny of Nigeria is in our hands. We are the country. The country is us.
We are Nigeria.
We are that turning point generation. We are Nigeria. We are the future.
We are the future. We are the dream. We are the nation. We are part of this. Yes, we are so amazing. That's the least we shall be. At the heart of the nation, changing history. How can they say that we are finished? We have just begun. When we have nowhere else to run to, we have nowhere else to go. So get out of the way of the land of our dreams. We are the nation, we are part of this. Oh, oh. We are the nation, we are part of this.
I know you're thinking, is this the new sick tune for Perspectives? Well, it is the new sick tune for Nigeria. So whether the year is 2011 or the year is 2015 or the year is 2019 or even the year is 2023, this will forever be our national anthem because it has all just the right words for, for the change that we seek.
Especially now.
Yes, especially now. I'm sure everybody that was around in the last 3 elections in Nigeria know the song and know what it is that we are vying for, that we're desiring. So it's 20 minutes gone past midday. Good afternoon and thanks for staying with us here on Citizen FM 93.7 Abuja. You're listening to Perspectives. It's a roundtable platform for women where we discuss pretty much everything happening around us in this world world, from health to politics to social issues to pretty much whatever, conversations that is brought to our table. And on this table this afternoon, we know what it is that we are going to be discussing, right? We have barely 48 hours to when Nigeria will decide who the next president of this great nation will be. I am joined on this. Why are you laughing?
I'm excited. It's all laughing.
Really?
I'm very, very excited.
So honestly. Excited Muna is in the building. You can call me Rayo, or I'm called Rayo. It's a short form of Adirayo. Yes, so that's my full name. And so we look forward to hearing from you this afternoon. We are on the last leg right now. I think after today there'll be no more campaign. So it's 24 hours before election.
Yeah.
So the candidates are winding down their final statements by now, and so we have barely 48 hours to Nigeria decides 2023. There are 93.4 million eligible voters. Muna is one of them this year. Voters for the February 25th polls. This is the 6th time since our democracy was restored in 1999, and we have for this Saturday's presidential polls, we have 18 political parties. We have I mentioned 93.4 million eligible voters, of which 44.4 are females, and I know all my girls that they'll represent in this election this Saturday. All the candidates are wrapping up their campaigns now. They're closing their arguments, and everything stops tomorrow.
Waiting for Judgment Day.
Yeah, waiting for Judgment Day is Judgment Day is barely 48 hours away. Yeah. And so let me just quickly run through the 18 candidates, because I know everybody has every what do you call it, media campaign has been targeted to the top three candidates, right? But did you know who the other candidates are? So this is me giving them a chance. So even if they see 10 votes or they see a million votes each from their own polling units. So we have Imumole Christopher from Accord Party. We have Al Mustafa Hamza from the Action Alliance, AA. We have Rayo Omotoso. He's quite popular. He's been on our radio station a couple of times, and he's representing the African Action Congress. And then we have Kachiku Dumebi from the African Democratic Congress. And we have Sani Yabagi Yusuf from the Action Democratic Party. And of course, we have Tinubu Bola Ahmed from the All Progressives Congress, APC. We have Umadi Peter Nana, the All Progressives Grand Alliance, that's Abuja. We have the only female in this battle. Her name is OJ, Princess Chichi. We've mentioned her a couple of times on the show. She represents the Allied People's Movement, and she's running for president. She's running for the office of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We have Nnamdi Charles Osita, the Action People's Party, APP. We have Adenuga Sunday Oluwafemi, represents the Boot Party. And of course, we have Obi Peter Gregory for Labour Party. We have Musa Rabi Okonkwoso for the New Nigeria People's Party, NNPP. We have Osakwe Felix Johnson, the National Rescue Movement. Abubakar Atiku for the People's Democratic Party. Abiola Latif Kolawole for the People's Redemption Party. Of course, his father was the one that won the elections in 1993, the famous Moshood Kashimawo Abiola. And 30 years later, his son has put his heart, so in the ring to run for the first office of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Adebayo Adewale Ebenezer is for the Social Democratic Party. Look at that. Abiola ran on SDP in 1993. Kola is running on PRP. Yes, somebody else is taking on the gauntlet for the SDP. And we have Ado Ibrahim Abdulmalik, the Young Progressives Party, YPP. And last but not the least, Wayanwu Daniel Daberechuku for the Zenith Labour Party, ZLP. And so the table is set. All the die is cast. We'll know very soon who the president of Nigeria is. This weekend is going to be a very wonderful one. What is it? Yeah, just
I'm anxious. So I can't wait for the outcome.
Yes, I have reeled out the 18 candidates for you. I won't ask you who you're voting for, but you're allowed to tell. You're allowed to say that.
What
Anything?
if I tell you I'm not voting?
No, that one now. Muna, you have to go and represent us. So how? Don't say that to me.
Oh, that means you are not voting.
No, I'm on election duty that day, so there'll be no distractions. I'm focusing on it. So the Independent National Electoral Commission has said that we have 94 point something million people registered to vote, comprising of 49 points males and 44 points females eligible to vote in this year's general elections. And so with what they call it now, we're not looking forward to any postponements, or we don't want any violence. We want it to be free and fair at the polls by God's grace in this year, right? So a couple of people from all over the world, we've had election observant missions from ECOWAS and from the US. I want to play a video next. This is from the US, let me see, the United States of America. Of course, everybody's interested in these elections. I think that's what I wanted to say. The United States of America has called for a peaceful election in Nigeria, stressing that Nigerian elections matters to the world. The head of our news was saying it, that everybody's looking to Africa's largest nation. Whatever affects Nigeria affects the rest of the world. It says in a video, Anthony Blinken, that's the United States Secretary of State, Samantha Power, the U.S. State Administrator, Linda Thomas Greenfield, the U.S. Ambassador to the UN, they all made a short video, towards this poll, and that's what I want to play shortly. I also saw commentary from a couple of, colleagues in the media. Our dear Nigerian, what would I call him now? Fishayo Shoyombo. I'm going to quote him now. He says, this election will be different because we've clamored for youth participation for a long time now. He says, here we are. He says, Saturday's election will be decided by the youth, pure and simple. He said there are 26 million students registered to vote, almost double the next populated class, which is 14.7 class of farmers and fishermen. And then he says 37 million voters are aged between the age of 18 to 43. We've always said that Nigeria has Africa's youngest population, right? Yeah. And so it says the next number to that are 35 to 49-year-olds who have 33.4 million voters. But you see the youth people, the 18 to 43-year-olds, who have 37 million of them. He says this means the youth are responsible for whatever happens on Saturday. February 25th is a monumental opportunity to dismantle the old order. If it gets messed up, no longer can the youth say our elders have failed us. They have to be honest enough to say we, the youth, failed ourselves. And so if you're listening, you're a young person right now, this is the decider for you. 48 hours to decide who becomes the next president of Nigeria for the next 4 years. Who is in charge? Who is at the helm of affairs? So I want us to quickly listen to this. This is a short message from the United States Secretary of State. Of course, on our news beats a few minutes ago, I played some inserts from the ECOWAS Observer Mission. And then I'll take a call from a friend of mine who is outside the FCT, just to ask, what's the nature, what's the tempo, what's the mood of things in other states across Nigeria. Stay with us. We'll be right back on Perspectives.
Close your legs. Cover yourself. We make them feel as though by being born female, they're already guilty of something.
So I think right now we have the chance to be heard, and that's why we're doing it. We're all doing it because we're asking to try and elicit change.
No woman should sit down and allow a man to speak about her reproductive rights.
But it is about opening spaces for other women and not to be seen as token, and that because I'm a woman, I'm only speaking about women at the table. No, I'm speaking about side of the table that is empty, and the women have to be there. So I
want us to leave this world better than we found it. And how I choose to affect change is by speaking up, by being the first, and by being the dominant.
Over 4 billion of the world's population are girls and women, also faced with challenges that affect our world and contributing solutions to them. Let's have conversations and get some answers to them through their eyes and voices. Tune in to Perspectives, where we discuss important issues ranging from climate change, politics, health, the economy, and lifestyle on Citizen FM 93.7 Abuja. Weekdays from midday. Perspectives. Conversations that matter.
Begins with a simple and profound idea. We the people.
And during this election, you, the people of Nigeria,
support any individual candidate.
Go to inecnigeria.org to prepare to vote, because your voice matters.
The Nigerian people have a friend and partner in the United States of America. Nigeria's constitution, like America's,
Begins with a simple and profound idea. We, the people.
and during this election, you, the people of Nigeria, have a chance to make your voices heard, to choose your future.
The United States does not support any individual candidate for office.
But we strongly support a peaceful election
that reflects the will of the people of Nigeria.
Because free and fair elections in Nigeria help create a freer and fairer world for everyone.
Your vote matters. This election matters, not only to Nigerians, but to the rest of the world.
We're invested in your success. Our shared democratic futures depend on it.
Go to inecnigeria.org to prepare to vote, because your voice matters.
But who could be the next president of Nigeria? It's not the usual two-man race. And this guy is really shaking things up. Nigerians have signed up to vote in record numbers ahead of Election Day, February 25th. After 8 tough years under President Muhammadu Buhari, a lot of people feel a lot needs to change.
It's a crucial vote for Nigerians.
Africa's most populous nation faces a worsening economic and security situation.
We are tired of all these years in darkness and suffering.
We must vote right and we must vote wisely.
So who are the main candidates? Why is the presidential election so different? And why is it so hard to predict a winner?
Alrighty, welcome back. There's been all sorts of what they call it now, but everybody, there's been all sorts of arguments as to who's going to be the next president of Nigeria. But I like the show of support from across the world. I like that. It's admirable and it's encouraging. So if other people that are looking outward inside are saying, okay, this is what we that are here, the only thing that we can do is go to the polls and do the right thing and vote, right? Yes. So we have 18 people lined up for the position of for the post of Mr. President or Madam President.
But I like the fact that this election is unpredictable.
Why do you like that? You know, for the first time, it's not glaring.
It seems like it's everybody
knows who is going.
Yes, but this one, they'll be like, is it this person? This person, like, it's so unpredictable.
So there are 18 people right now. Like, everybody says, okay, top three stand the chance as opposed to the other 15. So some people are not so excited about the other people. But I like that they all came out to run.
But why? Like, I was even asking Mr.
Because they're not popular.
It's obvious, even though we don't know who is the winner, but we already know from the people that.
So 4 years down the line, something happens in Nigeria, and then they tell you, that they have a hat in the game, that they actually came out to run for the position.
So
exactly. I say, okay. So they want to tell you that if you say, what did they do about Nigeria? They say, I ran for office, you did not vote for me. They can accuse you.
Like, I remember a comedy.
Yes.
During the last elections.
Yeah, in 2019.
I think it was last season that I even posted that comedy. He was like, when they are calling votes.
Yeah.
So I was like, I beg, call the main parties, the rest you go and check it online, because
that was mean. No, but INEC is bound. INEC is bound by the code of conduct of his what they call his organization to announce every candidate, whatever the results. It is radio stations that are not supposed to announce results. You are not supposed to run any commentary. If INEC has not released anything, it's not your place. Just go to your polling units, JJ. Go and do your civil response. Just Tesodre, right? That's what they say for what's his name, Alaga Ibile. Fred, help a girl out here.
What's that?
Reminisce. You don't know who Reminisce is, and you're in this Nigeria. Are you serious? You don't know? She doesn't. Please come and carry her. He's a musician.
Okay, yeah,
you know Makanaki
he
now.
Acted in, yes.
I was just going to say, you know Makanaki.
I know him, yes.
It took you a while to boot.
Yes.
Alrighty, please, we're looking for your commentary on this matter. I would really like to know: are you voting on Saturday? If yes, why? Don't tell me your candidates, because I don't want wahala on the show this afternoon. So, but we just reeled out the number of candidates, and we're doing like a recap towards the 2023 elections, which is barely 24 hours away. In case you don't know today's date, let me read it for you. Today is 23rd of February 2023. Today is 23/02/23. Yeah, you can do a palindrome. 2020. You can do a palindrome. Go on, you were going to say something.
Okay, and I would also like for callers to tell us the qualities that they want, that they look forward in the new coming leader.
Okay.
And I'm just wondering, if this cashlessness will affect the outcome of election, because a lot of people are cashless. How would they transport?
They're not going anywhere. Not supposed to move anywhere now. Your polling unit should be within walking distance.
Walking distance.
Yes. Serious, from your house. There's no, just within your neighborhood. Let me just put it like that. Okay. And so if you notice that most of the polling units are usually a local government school in that your area, or there's, it's not far, so you can easily walk there. Okay. So like, I guess that,
so it won't
you can't walk. You can't go outside that place anyway, of course, because there'll be a lot of security. And I just heard that there won't be any movement from 12 a.m. That's 12 a.m. Friday. So all of you that like to party, no party, no TGIF tomorrow. Please go and stay at home so you can be refreshed for Saturday morning.
Before they'll be like, let's go and celebrate the win.
You better don't be caught somewhere. If they catch you on the other side of the law, you know where you will spend the election day. It will not be funny, and it's till Monday before they let you out. So I look forward to hearing good news on Monday. I look forward to hearing exciting things. So I called up my friend who is in Kwara. He's part of, he does a lot of volunteering work, and so he's partnered with Form 1, and they partnered with a Muslim group, women's Muslim group, and then they partnered with a legal practitioner and of course FIDA. So they volunteered to monitor this year's election in Kwara. His name is Kehinde Akinshola. He's that one, we call him Energy Bunny, because he's always all over the place. So I want to invite him on this conversation to talk about what election preparation they're doing over there in Kwara State. So he's just joining us. Hello, Kenny. Hello? If you can hear me, you're on. Hello, Kenny, you're on. Hello. Good afternoon.
Oh, okay. Wow, good afternoon.
How are you doing today?
How are you? I'm doing awesome, doing great.
I just told the whole world that you're an energy bunny. You're on the field already. You're like Bugs Bunny. You're anywhere.
I'm on field. I'm on field. I'm looking for a way to send all my observer tags to all our observers in all the local government, so that they can get their tags and able to observe the election on Saturday. So currently I'm even in the park. I want to send it to the Kwara North. So I'm in the park to see how they can get it today or tomorrow morning, so that they too can also prepare for the election
on Saturday. I know you've been doing this for a while, this election volunteering. So, but how does one become so passionate about it, and and just you just do it effortlessly? I've watched you consistently now. This is the third election. Is it third that you're participating in?
It's the third election I'm participating, like I'm observing. And it's the fourth election that the first one I was the INEC ad hoc. That was the time I was serving. That was 2011. So
as a core member? As a core member? Wow.
Yeah, that was in Yenogwa, Bayelsa.
CEO, Yoruba boy in Bayelsa State. Oh, so this is what they call it. So well done, Kenny. It's not like you're getting paid for this, because many people will say if they don't pay you, you are not going to show up to do any work for Nigeria. No free work in Nigeria. So on your team, do you have females on your team?
Yeah, on my team, I have female. Of course. I think we even have more female. We have female in our team. It's everybody just want to be part of the process. It's a call to service. Concerned citizen. Is you doing your own bit to help the country, to support the state.
Yeah.
You are rendering your service. So it's not really about gender. So we have both the male and female in the team.
Yeah, well done, Kenny. So what's the tempo like right now in Kwara? What's the, I mean, we have 18 candidates going for president. So what is it like there? Does it look like a close call, or is it still undecided? Like, a lot of Nigerians are saying they don't have any idea where this one is going to swing to. But what's the tempo like in Kwara?
I think just like every other state, for Kwara too, I think these people not really can decide where they really want to go. So there are those that say, okay, we'll go for A, say B or C. So, but not really pinpoint that.
Yeah.
I think by tomorrow, the thing will be clearer to people. And I think this is a time for every one of us as a Nigeria to think things through and make decisions that will affect our life positively or negatively for another 4 years. So I think tomorrow, I think people will sit down and make that decision for themselves, their children, and for the next generation coming to self.
Yeah, you know why I'm laughing? Why specifically tomorrow? So is it tomorrow that, when the campaigns have ended, 24 hours to D-Day, you're not allowed to make any campaigns anymore. Everything ends tomorrow, really. So everybody will make up their minds tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow is the most quiet day because nobody is talking about any political party. Nobody is talking about maybe it's campaigning to you.
Yeah.
So it's you in your house preparing, planning for the election. So it's the day that everything that people have promised, those manifestos, those promises, those the politician has laid down. I think that might be the day people will just look things through and make that final decision. Because if you look at how the campaign is going, you see the same number of people that go to party A, you see them party B.
Exactly.
Because people are looking for those money. They can able to get money from those campaigns. That's why you see all those crowds. So it's after those campaigns, those finishing today, by tomorrow people are sitting down, they are reminiscing, checking, thinking about decisions they want to make. They have to affect their lives too.
Yes.
So I think people will really sit down and make that final decision. I know politicians, they also know that people telling them that I'm voting for you, that can't really certain.
Face value. You take it as face value.
They are not really going to following them to the polling booths, and
exactly.
It's citizens like us that are making that decision that will affect every one of us. So
absolutely.
I think people will sit down and make that decision. I hope we'll make it right.
Hopefully. So very quickly before you dash off, I wanted to ask you. So remember in 2015 we started with not too young to run. Does it now look like that it has finally come to roost that that even though we don't have a very young person participating in this presidential elections, but the outcome is going to be determined by youths? Quoting Fisaya Oshoyombo, who says that the youths are responsible for whatever happens on Saturday. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I really agree with that, because if you check the polls INEC throw out with the number of people that want to make that vote,
37 million.
80% of the number.
Yes.
So it's young people.
Yeah, between the ages of 18 to 43. Yes, 37 million have it. Yes.
So we have the larger number.
Yes.
Like what the Kwara State Rec used to say. The Kwara State Rec will say, if young and women come together, supposed to be the people that are supposed to be ruling this country.
Honestly,
we have the
highest numbers. Yes.
Of voters, accredited voters. But I think, like you said, Fisaya said, that's right, because we have the number that's more than even the elders and the state, the older people.
Yes.
But we young people really want to go out and make their votes. I think with not too young to run, I think most young people are going for that position, but not for presidency. I think maybe because of the cost
Exactly.
Of the energy that will go with the.
You are right on
presidency.
that. They didn't go
With
for presidency
other-
this time around. They went for other
with
positions.
other-
House of Reps, Senate.
Yes. House of Reps, House of Assembly. Like us in Kwara, we have a couple of House of Assemblies. There are 26. There are 25,
Exactly.
27.
Exactly.
They are running for election. I think that's also a good part of not too young to run. So I think young people will also decide this election tomorrow.
It is not. It
we
is
have the
definitely.
number.
We have the numbers. So let's come out and do the right
Saturday.
thing on Saturday. Yes. Yeah. So my
Yeah, on
colleague
Saturday,
Muna
yes.
has a quick question for you. She says,
Okay, so I want to ask you if you have a message for the masses, having participated in previous elections and you've seen how things turned out. So what message do you have for masses to avoid violence?
Let me first start.
Kenny, don't disappear, please.
My advice will be. I'm here.
Okay.
So my advice will be for those that. Maybe on Saturday is their first time. They are doing this exercise. They are voting for the first time.
Yes.
Like a lady that just called, that she was saying, I hope people won't rush me. I hope there will be problem fighting. So I would just advise, it's just your civic right. And it's what you have to do for your country. You should come out and cast your vote, vote your mind, and do it. You have the right to stay. INEC said you can stay 300 meters from the polling unit. So after you vote, you can stay around and still watch and follow your vote. But if you don't want to do that, you can go back to your house and follow. But as a concerned citizen, this is a one-day event. I think volunteering or giving your country a few hours is not that too much. You can wait around and follow up your elections to the end. Election is ending by 2:30 based on the last person on the queue. By the time they sort out the voting and count the vote for each political party, everything will end by say 3:34. I think that is not too much for our country.
No, it's
in
not.
another 4 years we are doing it again. So I will advise everyone to come out. Let's come out. Don't get scared. Don't use that day to play football or watch TV.
Thank you so much.
Let's come out and make this one count.
With these few questions, I hope you have convinced us and not confused us. Thank you so much, Kenny. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Honestly, it's a delight to catch up with you again. So I'll call you and catch up with you later on.
All right.
Thanks. Sir. Thank you. So we have to go on a quick commercial break. When we come back, I look forward to hearing from Antonia Enrifolami Daniels. She's a lawyer. That one, she's Mama Law. But right after this commercial break, we'll be right back.
93.7 Citizen FM.
Let's talk about it on our favorite radio station.
We're more than just a radio station. We are a part of your life.
This call to prayer is sponsored by the Nigeria Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على حي على
Listen to Citizen FM 93.7 Abuja. Now listen. News on the hour. 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., and 11 a.m. 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m., and 5 p.m. News at noon, 12 noon. News from across the states, 4 p.m. And our major news at 6 p.m. Citizen FM 93.7. Always precise in news broadcast.
We teach girls shame. Close your legs, cover yourself. We make them feel as though by being born female, they're already guilty of something.
So I think right now we have the chance to be heard, and that's why we're doing it. We're all doing it because we're asking to try and elicit change.
No woman should sit down and allow a man to speak about her reproductive rights.
But it is about opening spaces for other women and not to be seen as token, and that because I'm a woman, I'm only speaking about women at the table. No, I'm speaking about side of the table that is empty, and that women have to be there. So
I want us to leave this world better than we found it. And how I choose to affect change is by speaking up, by being the first, and by being the dominant.
Over 4 billion of the world's population are girls and women, also faced with challenges that affect our world and contributing solutions to them. Let's have conversations and get some answers to them through their eyes and voices. Tune in to Perspectives, where we discuss important issues ranging from climate change, politics, health, the economy, and lifestyle on Citizen FM 93.7 Abuja. Weekdays from midday. Perspectives. Conversations that matter.
The land is green, it's green, can't you see? I can see all the harvest is ready, 'cause he told me so. It's green and it's all mine. Stand in the rain as the clouds go gray. The thunder rolls and the earth sings. The season's just beginning. Sunlight it hides as the clouds make way. For the pouring of my blessings, I will not be afraid. I see it now, I understand, I know. So I embrace it, dance. In the rain, it's for my seed to grow. For every prayer and every seed I've sown, Lord of the harvest knows I'm reaping back 100-fold. The land is green, it's green, oh, oh. The land is green, it's green. Can't you see? The harvest is ready, 'cause the Lord of the harvest told me so. It's green for me. It's green for me. Standing alone can be a heavy load, but my vows I won't be breaking. Though my heart is aching, I got a word and I won't let go. It's your will I'm seeking, so I keep on believing. I see it now, I understand, I know. So I embrace it, dance. Once again, it's time for me to grow. For every prayer and every tear I've sown, Lord of the harvest knows I'm reaping joy 100-fold. The land is green, it's green, oh, oh. The land is green, it's green. Can't you see? The harvest is ready, 'cause the Lord of the harvest told me so. It's green for me. I thought it was over, thought you were done with me, but we're just beginning. Whoa, my life is a journey. I will walk with you, I will go where you want me to. Yes, I will go. Come on.
For Development Journalism, Citizen FM 93.7 presents Citizen Speaks. Citizen Speaks is a program that serves as a platform where the government meets the governed. It is a general purpose hourly interactive program which focuses on the key sectors of the Nigerian state, including the economy, governance, security, religion, socials, transportation, health, military-civil relationships, intercultural relationships, and humanitarian services. Join us every Tuesday at 2 p.m. for Citizen Speaks and interacts with policymakers, technocrats, public servants, corporate individuals, members of the Federal Executive Council, heads of public institutions, and other issues affecting their well-being and nation building. Don't miss Citizen Speaks, only on Citizen FM 93.7 Abuja. It promises to be a listener's delight.
This is 93.7 Citizen FM Abuja.
It's 1 p.m.
Time for news on the hour.
Good afternoon and thanks for staying with us here on Citizen FM 93.7 Abuja. Here's the news on the hour. The Debt Management Office has created a digital bond subscription system to attract more investors, especially young Nigerians, to the subsector of the capital market. Director General of the DMO, Ms. Patience Oniha, disclosed this at a meeting with distribution agents and market stakeholders for final demonstration of the federal government security subscription portal in Lagos Tuesday. She said the DMO will work closely with the Central Securities Clearing System to deploy technology as a major strategy for attracting more investors to the bond market. Investigators are trying to determine what motivated a string of deadly shootings Wednesday in a neighborhood outside Orlando, Florida. A spree that killed a 9-year-old girl, a woman, and a TV journalist who was covering one of the incidents. A suspect in the shootings, which also injured the girl's mother and one of the journalist's colleagues, was arrested Wednesday afternoon, the sheriff's office said, ending a spate of violence that had stretched across several hours just west of Orlando. The suspect, Keith Melvin Moses, who is 19 years old, is being held on a murder charge in the shooting and is expected to be charged in others. The first shooting was reported at about 11 a.m. on Wednesday. It killed a woman in her 20s inside a vehicle on Haley Street in Orange County. The woman is believed to be an acquaintance of the suspect. In sports, Portugal scored a 94th minute winner to seal a place at football's Women's World Cup for the first time, while Haiti will also make their tournament debut. The Portuguese will face reigning world champions, the United States, and 2019 finalists Netherlands and Vietnam in a tough Group E at the World Cup. New Zealand and Australia are co-hosting the tournament in July to August. Carol Costa was the hero, holding her nerve from the penalty spot in Portugal's playoff against Cameroon in Hamilton to give them a dramatic 2-1 win deep in stoppage time. Diana Gomez had given Portugal the lead in the first half, only for Ajaran Chutunjoya to level for Cameroon in the 89th minute. And that's it on Citizen FM's News on the Hour. It's back on Perspectives, where we're doing a roundoff to the 2023 Nigeria Decides 2023. Thank you so much for listening. Good afternoon.
Investigations, special reports, analysis, and breaking news. Premium Times, a leading multimedia news platform, brings to you every minute stories that helps you make informed decisions and hold public officials, individuals, and organizations accountable. We have cartoons, videos, podcasts, and other interesting content for your delight. For timely update on politics, entertainment, sport, and business, visit our website on www.premiumtimesng.com and follow us on all our social media platforms. Don't miss out.
We teach girls shame. Close your legs, cover yourself. We make them feel as though by being born female, they're already guilty of something.
So I think right now we have the chance to be heard, and that's why we're doing it. We're all doing it because we're asking to try and elicit change.
No woman should sit down and allow a man to speak about her reproductive rights.
But it is about opening spaces for other women and not to be seen as token, and that because I'm a woman, I'm only speaking about women at the table. No, I'm speaking about side of the table that is empty, and that women have to be there. So
I want us to leave this world better than we found it. And how I choose to affect change is by speaking up, by being the first, and by being the dominant.
Over 4 billion of the world's population are girls and women, also faced with challenges that affect our world and contributing solutions to them. Let's have conversations and get some answers to them through their eyes and voices. Tune in to Perspectives, where we discuss important issues ranging from climate change, politics, health, the economy, and lifestyle on Citizen FM 93.7 Abuja. Weekdays from midday. Perspectives. Conversations that matter.
Lord of the harvest told me so.
It's green for me. Yes, you think it's T.Y. Bellew's birthday today. They were playing all her songs, but well, she chose the year 2015 to sow this into our lives, and our lives have not remained the same since then. I can bet you every single time we want to go to the polls, we often remember the song, go and drag, especially in the south and the southwest. If you go to Lagos, go to Ogun State, a lot of people are playing songs like this right now. And me, I even totally forgot I was going to play Timmy Dakolo's The Great Nation. You did not remind me, but it's because you asked for this one in particular.
Asked for that one.
Yes, no, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. See, Fred is stretching. He's stretching. He wants us to talk about Timmy Dakolo's The Great Nation, right? The song is starts with The Great Nation. Yes, don't worry, we'll get there.
Very deep.
It is. So you recognize that it is deep, right? Yes. Alrighty, so we're wrapping up the show this afternoon, but just a quick look at what brought us together this afternoon. It is the fact that Nigeria decides 2023 is barely 48 hours away. We are going to the polls to determine who is going to be the president of this country for the next 4 years. When we started off the show, we reeled off the 18 political parties, who are vying for the candidates and the parties that are vying for the number one. No, what they call them, the first number one family. Yes, who is vying for the number one family here in Nigeria? We have just one woman on the list, Princess Ojei Chichi, and then of course we have all the men from different parts of Nigeria. See, it's a balance. We have people from the north, we have from the southwest, we have from the south, and I'm not going to focus on the top 3 candidates, which they did in this. There was this early clip we played earlier on. I'll play that just before we wrap up. The focus and say, okay, who is going to clinch it for Nigeria this time? Who is going to be Nigeria's next president? Isn't that the question on everybody's lips? So we'll know that answer by Saturday, when we all go out there to vote. So the most important thing is for us to get it right, we have to go out and vote. We've got so many countries who have sent in goodwill messages, from the United States of America, from other parts of Africa. We have the ECOWAS Observer Mission led by former Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta. He's in the country already, and everybody say, Nigeria, we look to you because the peace of Nigeria is the peace of all. The United States of America has called for a peaceful election in Nigeria, stressing that the Nigerian election matters to the world. We played an earlier clip where Anthony Blinken, the United States Secretary of State, Samantha Power, the USAID Administrator, and Linda Thomas Greenfield, the U.S. Ambassador to the UN, all said, that during this election, you, the people of Nigeria, you have a chance to make your voices heard, to choose your future. Your vote matters. This election matters not only to Nigerians, but for the rest of the world. They reiterated in the video that the U.S. does not support any individual candidate for office, but they strongly support a peaceful election that reflects the will of the people of Nigeria. So they are not choosing for you. You are the one that will go to the polls and decide who you're voting for. This is a good time to... Yes, go on.
This election is actually the first election that I'm aware of.
You just Gen Z. Oh, my life.
The previous ones, I actually didn't care.
So now it taught you, ba?
Yes, I was not even aware of things happening, and truly I was not even touched, because feeding all those things we didn't have
so now you're paying for yourself.
Exactly, but now that I'm independent,
adulting
and I
is a
see
scam.
The way prices of things are going up and everything.
There's no school fees money again.
And then, exactly.
No school, what they call pocket money. Go on.
And then it's not as if we could even decide that, want to support this person. Is who mommy supports.
That's it.
We support.
Anywhere with benefits.
Exactly. Because we didn't even know what was happening or anything. But I don't know, maybe that's what's getting me excited. Because
what about you? Are you like Muna? It don't reach you now, but they pay you for body. 0818 22 22 205 or 0808 22 22 036. 0377. Would really love to hear back from you. Before we wrap up, we're taking final words right now. Nigeria decides 2023. I saw earlier on the Independent National Electoral Commission chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, said that, when they came to sign the peace accord yesterday, all the 18 registered political parties vying for presidency, they all said, they've put pen to paper to say, we the candidates, we agree to peace in this country, we agree to a peaceful election, we agree to peaceful, no violence, during this election. And so the INEC chairman also added to that there is no plan to shift, postpone, or cancel these elections and other schedule of activities, and they've urged Nigerians to ignore such insinuations. The elections will not be postponed, it will not be cancelled, there is not going to be any violence anywhere. So just concentrate. I observed something today at traffic lights. Usually there's a line there, and since the beginning of the year, all of us have been breaking the rules together. But I observed something yesterday and today. It's almost as if consciously everyone say, I don't want anybody's wahala. They are waiting for traffic lights, except taxis. It's taxis that always break the rules.
Taxis, so they are always breaking the rules. Even today, the taxi guy entered. Even one, he didn't even obey one.
He did. You see,
all of them.
But I noticed that everybody say, "Let me stay for my lane. I do not want FRSC Begil. Yes. I don't." No, it's the truth. So, so if we think like that, if we're conscious of that maybe everybody will toe the line. No, so we have 9.94 something million people are ready to vote. Please, let's do the right thing. We are a population of 213 million. I beg, 94 million enough to come and determine what the outcomes are for this election. I'm really excited. Muna, I won't lie to you. I'm excited. You know why? What was the slogan this year for this election? Nothing. Exactly, because we have used up all the license and currency. The change has come, a breath of fresh air. That was 2019.
But I think this one, I heard of follow no road, something like that.
That cannot be. That's just on the sidelines. That's just on the sidelines. So the day is here. We have to vote today. We don't have a choice. We have to go to the polls and do the right thing. So it's determined every man for himself. It's not every man for himself, God for us all anymore. This is all of us. It's wherever we lie down and sleep and face. So that is what we're going to get from these elections. So I wish you all the best. If you are voting in this election, please stay safe. Watch out, do the needful. If they ask you to stay in one place, don't say, do you know who I am? We don't. Just vote and leave the polling unit, please. Don't cause any confusion, don't cause any chaos there. Alrighty, we're waiting to hear from you. Otherwise, we're going to wrap up Perspectives this afternoon. 0818 22 22 205 or 0808 22 22 037. Messages? Not at the moment. Right, everybody has gone to their pool. They've gone home. Everybody has gone home early. I noticed the roads were actually freer. I noticed, the roads were very free. I noticed the roads were very free today as well. So, Eshe Omojeje, how will you say that in your language? We did language day yesterday. Eshe Omojeje means be gentle, do the right thing. Don't be violent. Oh yeah, say it in your own language.
Jesus.
I caught you off guard. Oh, yeah.
Wait, I have to think. I already confessed to you, so don't attack me.
Do you need to be bailed out? Please come and tell them where you are from so that I can bail you out.
No. No, I'm not going to expose myself.
You're not a proud Nigerian. What is going on?
Nigerian, but it's embarrassing to not be able to pronounce it in my language.
Oh, yeah. Atutu poyoyo. Go on.
Jesus. I think Fred will have to say it.
Hey, Fred. She's from Benue State, by the way. Cool. She's from Mpanduve part of Nigeria. She's from the Mpanduve part of Benue State.
Is that small that I'm trying to I'm trying to remember.
I'm shaking my head.
Yeah. No.
All right, Muna, we have to wrap up now. Though we have done our own best. We're relocating to our neighborhood. Though. From today, we're relocating. Are you voting in Abuja here, or you're going to travel home? No comments. Okay, no comments. See, I've said bye-bye so many times, but you don't want me to go. You're the one that keeps bringing us back into the studio.
All right, fine.
All right, enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and see you on Monday on another. Exactly, we'll know who the next president of this country
we'll
is.
Have a new president. Oh God!
Sigh of relief, finally, because I mean, who is not exhausted from fuel palaver? We stayed from fuel palaver to what did we move on to again? Cash crunch. Then
one thing I wish for is that after your 4 years, let them not even give you the chance to even contest for a second.
Why?
Because one difference.
So 4 years
that you do 8 years.
8
now,
years you can do something.
I know, but from that 4 years. 4 years is enough for you to prove your point and do whatever you feel you need to do.
Have you been class prefect before?
No.
Have you been head of a
I don't
WhatsApp?
like anything leadership.
Don't say that. Have you been head of a WhatsApp group before?
No.
Have you been assistant? So if you know how to manage a WhatsApp group, you'll be able to lead Nigerians. Let me just say it like that. So 4 years is not enough. Honestly, we have to go.
4 years is enough.
It's not. Okay, but that is not for me to argue. I'm not even ready for office, right? Thank you all so much for tuning in to listen. Even though you did not call in to contribute, we look forward to your contributions. Please, when we elect a new president, I would really love to hear back from you people. What you think, how it happened, what happened in your polling units. Please, I'm looking forward to hearing all of that. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.